our TikTok doing now? Now, thanks to you that we have a TikTok established in TikTok available countries after our last episode.
I'm not sure. I don't check it. I just upload it.
You don't you have?
Because I deleted TikTok on my phone, so I only.
Did you schedule them all? Did you schedule them all?
Yeah, but the thing is, you can only schedule up to 7 days. So.
Aha. Okay. So every week you basically have to schedule them.
So Ishta.
Yeah. No. Hey, Geilo. I was assuming they're doing pretty good numbers for TikTok, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what TikTok is saying. I have no clue of TikTok because I can't see anything. I can't see the stats. I can't see anything. I just sending it all to you, and then I don't know what happens with it.
Yeah, it's not bad, but I'm not sure. I have to check again because I don't even know myself really.
Right. Anyways, thanks again for coming on today. Today, everybody, we are doing a little bit of a special. Today, we are going to be talking about it's a KSI versus Swarmz versus Pineda special. Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
Me and Ndjay, we spent the evening. Well, for me, I spent basically the early morning from 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. I watched all the fights. I watched everything. I also watched the press conference. I didn't really watch the weigh-in, but then just also today, like the overview of everything that happened in behind the scenes and all that, and we're just going to take you through what happened.
I just watched the fights on the normal evening. I just watched the whole event.
Well, then I'll be able to update you on some things that were said during the fight. So basically, what was said. The main thing, of course, it all started off on the press conference. What I thought was weird about this press conference, though, I have to be honest, what was weird is that they only had one press conference. Remember with like KSI versus like Logan Paul and stuff, they had like multiple press conferences and that. They had like so many.
Yeah, I guess that was kind of weird. I didn't even think of that. But I think it's also because Alex Wasabi chickened out and stuff.
True.
Because
but there was like only one press conference.
They had a face-to-face though,
and
then Alex Wasabi wasn't there anymore.
True.
And if it would have been, then they would have at least had
You think
two.
there would have been another? You think there would have been another thing? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It was just pretty weird that there was only one like proper press conference, and that was like just usually before there was always like 2 or like 3, like one in England, one in London, and that would have been quite interesting had they done one in the States as well. That would have been definitely quite cool had they done that. So.
Yeah, but did they do that when they were the first fight? They didn't have conferences in America when they were fighting in England. I don't think they did.
Yeah, no, they did. I think.
No, when they're fighting in England, they don't have conferences in America. There's no point in that.
No, they did. I remember they had one like near the Staples Center, and then they had one.
Yeah, but the one near the Staples Center was probably for the second fight when they fought in America. I'm not sure.
To be honest, I can't fully remember exactly how it was, but I just remember there was multiple press conferences, and I wish they would have had one. Anyways, let's get into the press conferences first, and I'll tell you a few cringy things. So remember Salt Papi?
Yeah.
I was telling you about the match transformation. Basically, the guy, he was chatting so much cringy shit, and then like the only thing that Salt Papi replied with was just like basic one-liners, like this, the cringy Donny. He was just literally just like, oh yeah, like. I will knock you out, bro. Like bro. Like he was talking like so annoying. Like literally, you could tell this guy. So like even KSI was cringing. KSI was like laughing and like hiding his face.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it was. And then after Salt Papi was just like, I wish. They asked him like any last words, and he was like, I wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah. And then he got slapped up.
So yeah, fam. Oh my days. We'll get into that later, but Salt Papi absolutely demolished that guy because Jesus Christ. And yeah, Fousey also in the press conference was saying quite a few cringy things because, like, not gonna lie, he was
just all about touching.
Just that was in the other thing.
Didn't he do that there as well though?
That was in the he was just like so weird that he was doing. Oh, do you know Ndjay?
No.
Bro, you have to watch Ndjay. Ndjay, he did this video of like YouTube boxers, and then it was like he describes like these 5 YouTube boxers, and then it's like, oh, the guy who takes it way too far, and then it was like, oh, I'm gonna touch you like you've never been touched before, yeah. I'm gonna make sure I touch all the areas and the spots that you've never felt in your life.
Yeah, so that's Fousey.
So funny. You need to, yeah. And Fousey is just basically just so cringy. The things he says. Oh, fam. And he also had this like teeth set in basically, and it looked so weird. It looked like, it looked so weird. Whatever it was that he had in his mouth, that was not it, man.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, he should have just like stayed natural, because he looked just like an absolute weirdo, like just like typical LA, like trying to stick out, and he just looked like an absolute waste, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
But what was surprising was that Kenny sat next to Sensei, fam. And they were fighting each other. They were just sitting next to each other in the press conference.
Really?
Obviously, I think they probably the organizers probably knew they wouldn't fight against each other. Yeah, they just sat next to each other. They're just chilling, like two fighters that are going to fight next to each other, just chilling next to each other.
Right.
And they're just like, we're going to go to war. Looking at each other, like literally sitting 1 meter away from another. Mental.
Yeah, no real beef.
Yeah, no real beef between them. I think they just wanted to prove each other, like, who's better and stuff. But yeah, there was this Sam Hyde guy and this
Yeah, that guy. I only saw him at the end of the fight, and that guy's weird, man.
Yeah, everybody finds him, like, entertaining and funny, but I just find him weird. Yeah, I agree with you, but he was just like waffling like like Irish stuff, but he's not even Irish. He's like from Boston or something.
I have no idea who he is. That's the thing.
Yeah, I didn't really catch what was going on there, to be honest. I didn't fully get it. But yeah, now we're already past the press conference, which only one took place on Thursday, and then we'll just move into Friday. And on Friday, I really want to talk especially about one thing. Yeah, like of course, like Swarmz pushed KSI, blah blah blah. Like
Joe Weller,
just like the usual YouTube. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Joe fucking Weller, man.
Yeah, madman.
Jesus.
He's just. Yeah, he's getting kind of cringe now.
But the thing is, I'm always gonna take Joe's side. You know, like fam. The thing is, I've been following Joe Weller for like since he dropped Ronaldo chop. Cause
I'm not sure if I know KSI or Joe Weller longer.
Yeah, I have to say, I think I know Joe Weller longer.
No, but didn't Joe Weller get famous because of KSI?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we probably know KSI before Joe Weller.
I just remember like watching Joe Weller's Ronaldo chop video.
Yeah.
That was the first time I kind of.
Yeah, I think we probably know KSI longer.
Old school. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, but it was just so like.
It's just cringy to see.
I don't know why he did that. Yeah, it was so like upsetting to see like someone like him like going to those kind of lengths.
But I don't know.
Like,
I don't know why KSI called him out there.
Why would you do that? But no, apparently KSI didn't even call him out. Apparently Joe Weller was just this is what I see.
Yeah, because he was supposed to. He was like standing there and looking at him and like with his hands out ready to like fight or something. That's why he like shouted at him. That's why I think. That's why somebody said that or saw that somewhere. What did you?
So what I saw was just basically what I understood was that, you know, Joe Weller, you know, he was supposed to be doing commentary, right?
Yeah.
And basically what I understood is that he was just standing there and looking. This is what I understood. And he was just standing there and looking. And then after and then he was just like giving KSI this weird stare. And then afterwards KSI was like, yeah, what do you want? What do you want? And then Joe Weller just like walked up and tried to scrap him. That's what I understand.
And then he keeps on talking about, like, no, let's not do anything. Let's just fight like outside on our own and stuff. It's like, okay.
In a car park, bro, like, and then this guy's like, no, like fighting boxing. He's like, oh, this is way beyond boxing. This is far beyond boxing. It's like, fam, KSI is on a different fucking level. KSI is an A-list celebrity. You really think he's gonna go to a car park and like fight you? There is no way that is ever going to happen.
I think he's just...
No way, ever.
I think he's just jealous, to be honest. Because he started it... Because he started the whole thing with him. But he kind of got left behind because he didn't step back in. He didn't do anything. If he would have like stepped back in the ring after that first fight, then he could have actually like done something. But instead he just he did nothing. And then sometimes he did commentary, but I don't know. He just kind of messed up himself.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. He didn't get back in the ring. He didn't do anything. All he did was just comment, and he would say, oh yeah, it needs to be a proper fight. It needs to be a proper fight. Basically just dodging everything left, right, centre. And he had the opportunity. He could have fought Gibb.
Yeah, he could have fought loads of
Remember, he
people.
could've
But there's
fought
still
Kib.
people calling him out because after I think somebody called him out yesterday. Somebody called him out because of the fight. So people still want to fight him.
But like, it was just so sad. Like, I'm like alive. Like, I've been following Joe Weller since YouTube, since I discovered YouTube, fam. Like, Joe Weller is just like, I even subscribed to his Patreon, fam, when he did that waffling thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, that guy is like the biggest. I even edit, like, the way I edit like videos is like Joe Weller. Like, the influence he has on me is mad, and seeing him do that was just so like, oh man, what are you doing? You're embarrassing yourself. Fam. Why would you ever do that? Like, why would you do that? There's no reason to do that. It's so stupid.
He's just mad.
Like, you embarrassed yourself, and then I saw comments that were saying like, yeah, like literally they were like scared for his mental health. They were like, is he right in the head? Is everything okay with him? Like, what happened? Why would he do this? This is so unlike him. Which is facts. Like, it is unlike Joe. Like, it's so weird. And then afterwards, he tweeted, always stand up for what you believe in.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
And then did you see? And then KSI replied with the photo where he was in Jake Paul's diss track.
Yeah,
his own
and then
diss track
afterwards,
video.
literally with the caption underneath, I'm going to knock Joe Weller out.
Yeah, mad.
Right, massive, yeah. slap back, fam. Pretty upsetting to see that.
Yeah.
Because that's not, like, the way he really is, I think. And I think I think jealous is the right word. He wants to be in that position. You know, he wants to be able to challenge people, and he crumbled underneath the pressure, and now it's just KSI. He's going to be gaining even more and more.
Yes.
So yeah, and then afterwards moving directly into KSI's first fight. KSI versus Swarmz. First of all, KSI only 3-round fights with both of his fights.
Yeah, but people were complaining, but I said so he had to do it because they didn't allow 6 rounds or whatever, how many rounds. And it doesn't really matter anyway because he finished both of them in the first 2, so it doesn't.
That's what I was thinking as well. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Facts. He knocked them both out. But Swarmz, not gonna lie, the fact that he only was boxing for 2 weeks, he didn't even look that bad.
Yeah, he was just doing these tornadoes, like jumping around and just I don't know. He was just running away from it, always turning his back.
I got a question for you here. Do you think
that's why he survived so long?
True. And he was tornadoes.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you. Do you think KSI, if he in his first fight would have only had 2 weeks to train, and Swarmz also only 2 weeks to train, who do you think would have won?
Oh, I don't know. Probably, still KSI because he's done it before, but
yeah, I think it is as well because he's just more used to.
Yeah, he's done it before and everything. Yeah, so yeah, probably still KSI. But yeah, could have been closer. Obviously, yeah.
Would have been way more interesting. But that's what I love about like YouTube boxing. It's just an absolute shithousery.
Yeah.
That's also what I wanted to touch on. You know, yesterday the commentator, one of the main commentators actually of the DAZN was Chris Eubank Jr.
Oh yeah.
Do you know who that is?
I just saw him. Yeah.
He's this. So basically, he's like the son of Chris Eubank, who is one of the biggest like UK boxers ever. And he's the
guy who's fighting.
He was just there, like basically waffling. Yeah. And he was just there waffling, and just I felt like the whole time he was like trying to undermine like UK boxing. Like he was like, oh, like yeah, it's good, but then always would like somehow throw some kind of shade into it. And if you looked at True Geordie's reaction while he was talking, you could see True Geordie was getting kind of pissed. He was like, "Fam, could you this guy like shut the fuck up?"
I didn't listen. I was almost always because I was at friends and I was hardly in between. I wasn't really listening to the commentary that much.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I only saw a few parts of him talking.
But yeah, now that guy was like, I don't think they should have those kind of pro boxers there, because he was like, oh yeah, no, it's good that they bring this like positive light to the sport, but you know, and then he would like say something that's like not good that they're doing, and then he would like kind of like undermine it like a little. He'd be like, oh yeah, like You're like, oh yeah, no, I'm impressed, but and you're like, fam, who gives a shit? Cause like they're YouTubers, cause you think they give a fuck shit like what like real boxers do. They're here and they're like proving that obviously it works. This is all entertainment. Boxing is entertainment, and people like it. They don't care about how skilled a person is. They care about the person, cause they care about the influencer themselves.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but anyways, KSI, absolutely. We don't really have much to say. I don't have much to say about the Swarmz fight. Do you?
No, I just quickly slapped him, and that was it.
Yeah, murked him real quick. Cause that was kind of, I was looking back and I was thinking that was actually so smart that they had KSI fight first, because like that they were able to engage. Apparently, they said like 70% of the arena was filled on the first fight, and usually during a normal fight it's like 20%.
Yeah, true. Fight. Yeah, I guess that is, but that's never gonna happen again anyway. So
factual, because there's never gonna be 2 fights in one night.
Yeah,
but I just found that marketing wise, that is.
Yeah, but he also had to do it. It
smart.
Wouldn't have made sense if he would have fought at a different time, because otherwise he wouldn't have had time to like chill out quick before his next fight. Yeah.
Well, like you said, I think the commission, they made him only take 3 rounds, and he had to have a 3-hour break or something.
Yeah.
I know. So, but then the next fight, it was Dean the Great versus some other Donnie. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember. Evil Hero, that was his name. Dean the Great versus Evil Hero.
Oh yeah.
And
that was the only fight that I kind of missed,
okay. Well, basically, Dean the Great, he just absolutely like.
I only saw like the last bit of it.
Yeah, he just dominated him. Apparently, he's this parking lot. Yeah, Joe Weller could fight him. He's this parking lot fighter, and he like fights in these parking lots, and he apparently challenged all these people, and then like Keemstar kind of like scouted him, and then took him on to like Happy Punch, and then this Dean the Great guy, he absolutely smoked this Evil Hero Donnie, knocked him out, and then. Sick. He like celebrated, and then he ran into the middle of the ring, and then he jumped to do a backflip. And then he
that's what I saw. Yeah, they just landed on his head.
Absolutely smoked his own skull, fam. Oh, and it looked like it hurt, fam. Like even the crowd were like, "Ooh!"
It must have hurt. That was crazy.
Fam, it was so funny. I was watching that. I was like, God damn, fam, that. Jesus Christ, man's moving mental. Yeah, that was their fight. Nothing really special, and to be honest, I don't know. But what True Geordie was saying, he was saying this is the one fighter that he believes, and he's only like, what is he, 21 years old or something? 22?
Not sure.
That he said that this guy could basically become pro. Like he had such a good stance, and like he had such a good like flow and everything of all his shots and all that. So yeah. But yeah, that's True Geordie's opinion. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how much Geordie knows.
So. I think I've been following True Geordie also for a very, very long time. I've been following True Geordie since the KSI podcast, which is like 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but I think True Geordie, and I also follow his like fight stuff. Like because of True Geordie, I kind of got into UFC and like boxing in general.
Because he did UFC, right?
Like, understand what he's talking about. Sorry.
What did True Geordie? He did UFC, or what? He did some kind of fight.
He didn't do fighting, but he's very much invested in it. He's been following it all his life.
Okay.
And, like, he was basically just like saying like, yeah, he was saying this is like a kind of fighter that he could see like potentially boxing.
Yeah.
Like a real boxer. And not gonna lie, I personally believe that Dean the Great guy, he could have won against that Pineda guy.
Yeah, but that Pineda guy was trash. I don't know what he was. That was such a weird fight.
You know what his nickname was? Which is what I heard during the fight. His nickname is the Golden Stick or something.
The Golden Stick.
The Golden Twig.
The Golden Twig.
Because he's the Golden Twig because he's so skinny.
Yeah, he is, and he was just. Oh, that was such a mad fight. Such a weird fight.
Mental. We'll get into that later, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but yeah, that was a mad backflip where he hit his head. And then afterwards, it was Sam Hyde versus the other that Irish guy.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting his name, but yeah, that fight, not gonna lie, was so boring. There was just two massive heavyweights.
Yeah.
That their gas tank just ran out after like one round. After that, it was dead.
Yeah, that was the second most boring fight.
The weird Irish guy. Yeah, but he deserved to win, but it was just like, I don't know, boring.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
That was, I don't know, not much to say about that.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna move on because I don't know what to say. It was boring. Like, the only thing was that in the end, the guy called out this Hassan Anabi.
Oh, I know, that's a streamer. Yeah,
some kind of streamer. I don't know his name, but yeah, no, basically calling out this streamer guy, and yeah, it was pretty funny that he was calling him out. And I looked him up, found that streamer. He looks hench.
Yeah, he would slap him up, I think.
So, yeah, I think so too. But we said the same about Fousey too.
True.
So, well,
no, I actually said I said that.
Too, so.
I said that.
You did say it.
Deji was gonna win that.
Facts. You did say that, and I was so. We'll get into that later. But oh my days. Yeah. Anyways, next was Salt Poppy versus that cringy Canadian Demi, and oh my days.
That was just done quick, man.
Jesus Christ. That guy had skills come. He just came up, pop, 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 done.
Yeah, just,
KO, night.
That was just it, man. That was just sick. That was just bam.
That was so sick to watch. And he was just dancing around because
he was dancing, walking
That's
in.
Exactly why.
And then he danced, and then he slapped him up, and then he just danced again and went.
And that is exactly why YouTube boxing is the best thing, because they don't care, because they're just there for entertainment. He's just dancing around before he comes in, knocks him out, and starts dancing again.
Yeah.
Moonwalks into an interview, moonwalks out of the interview. What a legend.
Yeah, that was sick, man.
Yeah, he just I don't have. Yeah, this is not a long section either. He just absolutely came in and smoked him, because like, it was just literally one combo, put him down on the ground, and the referee called it right, like put him out the fight, and that was it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what an absolute, mental. What an absolute slap. Like, he just demolished him. Then the next fight, I think it was King Kenny.
Was that?
Or am I missing one?
I'm not sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There was
7,
4.
8. No, it was 8 fights,
Yeah.
right? 8, yeah. So next was King Kenny.
That was the most boring fight ever, though. I thought that was the most boring fight. Yeah. At the start, it was like there where he quickly slapped Kenny, and then he did that, and after that they weren't doing anything the whole fight, pretty much. And yeah.
Until the very end.
And to the very end,
very
last few seconds they went a bit crazy, but pretty much the whole fight they weren't doing anything. But obviously, I think, like everybody else thinks that was rigged as well.
But you know what was funny? I went on Kenny's Twitter this morning and I checked, and even he's making fun of himself. He like tweeted, "Oh, waiting for a decision to be overturned."
Yeah, I know. It's mad because it's the second time that's happened to him. It's crazy.
Yeah, and
both FaZe
Apex,
members.
He like, both FaZe, and even FaZe Apex, he tweeted like, "Man, I feel sorry for King Kenny at this point." Like,
yeah, because it's not even fair for him. It's not like it's his fault. Yeah, I don't know. It's mad.
Yeah,
I don't get how they get that so wrong.
Actually mental.
And then True Geordie went absolutely mental when he came back, and then he shouted at the whole thing.
Yeah, he was like, so funny. He was like, "I just came back from the toilet and I just heard this scream."
Yeah, and then he went full in. Yeah, but it also it's obviously, that's gonna get changed, I think.
Yeah, and I think there's like, Kenny knows. I'm sure Kenny knows that like he lost. I mean, like, it was quite obvious. He got smacked, and in the beginning he got stopped. I mean, the fight almost got stopped in the beginning. Like, he got rumbled, and but I felt bad for Kenny, because I was like, fam, he didn't win. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what are you doing? Like, the referee.
Yeah, and they also take the moment from FaZe. What's his name?
Yeah, they take the moment from the winner for sure, 100%.
I forgot his name. What's his name? FaZe what?
Like, FaZe Sensei.
Isn't that the other?
He's like the only FaZe member who's like not an absolute dickhead. Like,
yeah,
he's such a nice guy. Like, he helped. He was the guy who helped all the YouTube boxers in the very beginning. Like he helped KSI, he helped all these other YouTube boxers in the very beginning. He helped them with everything.
Wow.
So yeah, he's like the main like YouTuber martial artist.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's quite interesting. But yeah, it was was rigged, and not rigged, but it's just like
just wrong. It was just wrong. It's just wrong.
Like, yeah, bad decision. Like it was obvious, and like and then True Geordie comes back and he's like, "I've just been to the toilet." This is absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I was like, yeah, facts, but like, chill out, fam. Like we know.
And then they were joking about that full thing the whole night. Did you hear that? They were always like, every time somebody else won or something, obviously they were always like, oh, they might give it to the other person. No, it doesn't really matter. So everybody knew it.
Yeah. No, because everybody, and I think even Kenny knew, like, even Kenny must have known. But
you can see on the instant reaction.
Picks really hard fights. Like, what I have to give to Kenny, like, you have to respect Kenny for that he takes these really hard fights. Like, Face Temper, he knew this guy was a previous martial artist. Then he takes on Face Sensei, a black belt, like, jiu-jitsu, like martial artist.
Yeah.
Like, he takes on, like, hard opponents. Like, he's not taking on, like beginners. Like, I think if he wanted to, Kenny could be probably 2-0 now if he would have picked his right opponents. But Kenny goes for like hard opponents. Like, he doesn't go for anything easy.
Yeah, true.
Like, he really like goes hard. Like, when it comes to like opponents, he doesn't pick easy fights, and I respect that. But yeah, even though I respect it, like, still his record is 2-0. Like, he has to be a little bit smarter. No, sorry, not 2-0. 0-2.
Well,
like, he has to
not yet. It's right now. It's 1-1.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, they're waiting for it to get overturned. But
Yeah.
let's see if Sensei even cares enough, because apparently Sensei is going to retire now, so maybe he's just going to leave it with Kenny. I don't know.
True, he doesn't even have to.
I feel like Sensei would be that kind of guy who'd just be like, yeah, I'll just let him have it. Like,
yeah, true. That'd be mad, actually.
the guy's so nice, but I think in his head, Kenny knows that he.
Yeah, everybody else also knows he didn't really deserve that.
Definitely, but. Fam, I was looking on Twitter, fam. Twitter is just absolutely a ruthless like community, fam.
Why were they going in on Kenny?
Yeah, they were like, because Kenny tweeted like waiting for the decision to be overturned. And they were like, yeah, wait for it, like, deserved. You didn't do shit. You're shit. You're so bad. It's like, fam, relax, cause like, what's wrong with you, blood? Chill out.
Yeah.
Twitter is this different breed of toxicity, fam. Like, that platform. That's also why Polar Ops is not active there anymore. Fuck Twitter, that shit is just mental.
I don't have it.
Anyways, moving on to my personal highlight of the night, and I think yours as well. Absolute scenes. I literally had goosebumps watching this, because I was so gassed. I was so gassed when I saw him throw that first punch, when Deji absolutely slapped the face of Fousey too.
Yeah, he just went in. The full fight, he just went in the whole time. No chance. Fousey had no chance, man.
Through the whole time, was throwing punches, was ducking and diving. Oh, his defense, his head movement, everything was there.
Yeah, he finally.
It was actually so sick. Oh.
Yeah,
it was so sick to watch.
Yeah, that definitely was the best fight, I think.
Yeah, and also it was so like sick to watch. I think that the moment where I got goosebumps was where they were like showing Deji fighting and like KSI's reaction.
Oh yeah, that was sick as well.
Showing like JJ in the back, and JJ was just there like jumping around, like going mental, and he was like yes, and screaming, and that was so sick. Yeah. So sick. And then afterwards, Deji's face when they threw in the Fousey's team threw in the towel was so sick as well. Like, he was like, you could see like the relief and like everything in it. It was just so sick to see. But yeah, shout out to Fousey for his transformation.
Yeah, that was crazy. But then he got slapped up, so didn't help much.
But you know who cooled that? Not just you, but Nico Milano. He did an interview where Fousey's actually in it. He tells it to Fousey's face.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's there, and he's like, yeah. They ask him like, oh, who do you think is gonna win, Deji or Fousey? And he says, look, Fousey, I respect the journey and I respect your transformation, but Deji, he's got the skill. He's got the boxing skill. He's got the ability, and I think he's just gonna take it.
And he did. He slapped him.
He did. Jesus Christ! Like his face was, you know, they were comparing him to like one of those like gnomes from Snow White. He just messed up his nose, and his eyes were just swollen.
Yeah,
he was bleeding, and
his eye got completely smashed up. Yeah, that was the best fight.
And like knowing that like Deji was able to fight like that against Fousey, I was just like thinking, man, if he would have trained or been like that from the get-go, he would have been undefeated until this day.
Yeah, probably.
Like he would have won against Wasabi, he would have won against
Jake Paul,
Vini Hacker, he would have won against Jake Paul, he would have won all those fights. Trust. He looked so on point. It was mad.
Yeah, he did it.
So he was
finally got his win.
Good.
He's now a professional boxer. 1-0.
Yeah. 1-0. Oh, you know what I have to respect? Even though I hate Jake Paul and I hate.
Yeah, he tweeted that.
He tweeted Deji is now professional boxer 1-0.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. Gotta respect that. But also, when we're talking about Jake Paul, his brother Logan.
Yeah.
When KSI won.
Yeah.
Logan Paul was in the ring.
I thought the same thing. That was so weird.
KSI's hand.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, why are they putting him in the spotlight so much all together? Because they were always like interviewing him, and he was like always being shown on the side. And then
mid Deji fight, he got like the screen.
They show like Logan, and I was like, what? It's like, and then he gets in the ring, and then they interview him as well. When KSI wins, they're interviewing Logan. I'm like, what has he got to do with anything here? He's literally only prime. He only does prime with him. Has nothing to do with that. That was kind of weird. Yeah. I don't know.
But what, talking about that, when you say what's weird with Logan Paul, the US national anthem.
Yeah, that was weird as well.
Why the hell did they play that?
That was that was even weirder. I was thinking, why are they? It didn't make any sense either. I thought they were doing that, and I thought that was the walk-in song for like one of those phase for a phase fight. I thought it was. I thought phase Sensei or something was gonna walk in then, or if it was after then, I don't know. But I thought like an American was going to walk in for the national anthem, and they're just playing it random there. I'm like, I don't know. That didn't make any sense.
It was so weird. It doesn't make... Why would they play that? And then afterwards, it was just literally like, oh yeah, next thing. And then afterwards, they also played the UK one.
Did they? Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, they did.
I missed that.
And I was just like, what is...
Yeah, I get the UK one made sense. You can play that, I guess.
No, but like, in general, there is no reason to play a national anthem. Like, I don't get it. Like... all these fighters, like they represent countries, but most of them they like are from different countries or originated from different countries, but like they're playing these like anthems, and I was just like,
I thought it was weird to play. I just thought it was weird to play the US anthem in the UK. I was just like, what are you doing? Yeah, but the crowd was also, I think, like you could see like not that many people clapped after that and stuff. It was just kind of weird.
Yeah, because everybody was like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna clap for that. Like I'm British. Cause
it doesn't make zero sense. Like zero sense. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that whole Logan Paul thing was just.
Yeah, I thought if anybody should have been standing in the ring holding his hand up, because Deji or like somebody from the sidemen, because all the sidemen they didn't even go in the ring, they were all just standing on the side still, which I thought was also mega weird that they didn't come in. But
I think it's because everybody had the expectation that KSI is going to knock these Donnies out. That's true. Like. It wasn't like a Logan Paul thing where it was like close. Like this was.
Yeah.
He had to.
But win. I still. But yeah, I don't know why Logan went in. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, I think because Logan Paul was ringside and he had an interview, and I guess like Logan Paul is like on that level now. Like he is like one of the biggest like celebrities worldwide. Like he is.
Yeah, because he's in WWE and stuff.
Name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's becoming a household name. Like he's above everyone else, like in that scene. So like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like this is not your event. So like,
I thought that was weird.
Anyways, yeah, for real. Anyways, next thing, which was mad and was a kind of a shocker of the evening, was Slim. I think.
Yeah, that was sick.
His name's. I know him as
He
Slim.
Slapped him.
Slim. absolutely knocked him out cold. Cold, fam. Jeez.
That was...
What a knockout. Whoa. Mental. And that Slim guy, he was annoying me. He was chatting so much shit. It was really pissing me off. I was like, fam, this guy needs to shut the fuck up. Like, this guy's really pissing me off. He's talking the whole time. But, man, if you can back it up like that, I have no problem with you talking all that shit.
Yeah, because he completely...
Like, if you can back it like that, fucking hell. Backed all his chat, backed everything he said would happen, like, proved every point he made. He slapped him, like, he absolutely demolished him. Put everything on him. And also, can we just quickly, two things. First of all, his name is FaZe Temper, and everybody kept calling him FaZe. And I was like, fam, FaZe is like FaZe Clan. Don't you understand by now that, like, this guy's name is not FaZe?
Yeah.
FaZe is like a company, cuz. And then second of all, his drip, cuz. Why is he wearing sheepskin? He was wearing like sheepskin like on his belt.
I don't know. He thought that was drippy.
Man looked like an IKEA rug. I was like, what is this guy doing? It's so weird.
But wait, who did he fight last time again? Because he fought before, right?
Kenny.
Oh, Kenny. Oh, yeah.
Kenny.
He fought against Kenny, and that was the one that also got changed. Yeah. And then now he fought.
And Slim fought against Fousey, and I think he fought against other guys as well. But Slim was the guy who like absolutely like battered Fousey's face, like.
Yeah, and he did the same to Temper.
Yeah, and apparently Temper was avoiding him, and yeah, well, rightfully so, cause.
Well, after the fight.
No, before the fight. Apparently, like Temper was able to choose, and he chose that Blueface guy, the rapper.
Oh yeah, true. Because I forgot he was a backup plan. True.
Exactly, and then afterwards, Temper had the choice. Apparently, he could choose his opponent, and he was avoiding Slim, and then apparently all these of Slim's fans like pressured Temper, and yeah, Temper apparently gave in, and then yeah, chose Slim, and wrong decision. Yeah, got absolutely murked, cause like that guy had no chill, cause he just absolutely murked him. Cause what a combo as well. Like if you watch like the replay, like that was such a sick combo. He like left hook, and then afterwards Temper tries to swing, and then afterwards like absolutely left hook him while he tries to swing, and then just absolutely like his head, he falls back like a marionette, because it looks so mad, that knockout. Jesus. And then yeah, basically the last fight, I also don't really have much to talk about. It's just KSI absolutely knocking out that complaining waste man.
That was just the weirdest fight I've watched one.
Yeah, the guy, all he did was just complain all the time. But the only good thing that guy had was that he had a sick walk-in, because like he had a sick ring walk where he had that mask on.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was the only thing that was sick.
But other than that, that was just such a weird. I don't know. That was so. After all those other fights, that was just such a bad ending. It was so weird.
Let down. Yeah, for real.
He was just complaining, and then he was always turning his like body around so that he could just get. It was so weird. And then he just got completely smacked.
It was mad. It was like the commentators were also saying like, oh, Swarmz would have won against this.
Yeah, he probably would have. That guy was so weird. I don't know. I don't get how he's a professional. I don't get it.
The fact that he won fights where I was like, mad, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know who he fought against then. Like probably some kids or something. It was so weird.
Yeah, that'd be mad. Anyways, that was all the fights. Now I'll just have a few more questions for you, and then I'll let you go. So basically, it was just I wanted to ask you, KSI, after his interview at the very end, he called out Slim, Tommy Fury, the winner of Gibb against Austin McBroom and Andrew Tate. Now, first of all, he called out the winner between Gibb and Austin McBroom. And I was like, fam, you want to fight?
Yeah, I
Gibb?
thought the same thing.
You're like,
that's so weird if he would fight
like,
Gibb.
What?
That'd be mega weird. Yeah, I don't know about that.
And I was like, I think he was just saying that because that was just weird. I was just like, why would you say that? But basically, do you think he would slap up Andrew Tate? That's my main question.
I don't know. It'd be... Because Andrew Tate, he wasn't a boxer, right? He was a kickboxer. Yeah, but I think if Andrew trained, and he's taller than him as well, he's like 6'3" or something, so... Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be a good fight, though. I think
It'd be a very good fight.
Out of all the ones he called out, that's the one I'd want to watch the most.
Oh, everybody wants that fight.
That'd be sick.
Everybody would want that fight.
Yeah.
It'd be so sick. And also, he didn't call out Jake Paul.
Yeah, I know. Because he said that after, I think in the interview after, he said he extra didn't call him out. Because he now wants to first fight these other people. And then, like, Jake is, like, the main goal at the very end. I think that's what he said. Something like that.
Yeah. I just know that KSI said, after he fights Jake, he's putting the gloves down. Like, after he fights Jake, he's...
Yeah, that's what I mean. So he's trying to get in as many fights as he can before he fights Jake. Yeah. And then he'll fight Jake, and then he'll probably be done. Sense.
Oh, fam, that's what everyone's waiting for. And they were like, right, did you hear what Keemstar said? Keemstar said Jake Paul against KSI would do like 10 million pay-per-views or something.
Yeah.
Mad. Sorry, guys. Ndjay, he had to leave now, so I'll just quickly finish up the podcast here by myself. And all I wanted to say was that in the end, it was pretty mental, the whole thing with Jake Paul and everything that happened. And that apparently, of course, the end goal for KSI is, of course, Jake Paul, and that he wants to fight him. And of course, what was also very, very heartwarming to see was the parents of Deji as well as JJ, seeing them embrace with each other. And of course, at the end, when KSI finished off Pineda, that Deji came into the ring and they hugged for quite a while and they were telling each other some words that was quite heartwarming. And I think everybody kind of liked that. And now, for you guys to answer to me in the comments, I have a few questions for you. So I wrote down some questions which I was going to ask Ndjay, but yeah, I'm just going to answer them myself. Who do you think you could have smoked in this fight? Who I thought maybe I could have stood a chance against in this whole fight? Not going to lie, in my honest opinion, I probably could have smoked... I don't know, who could I have smoked? I don't think many people, but if I would have had to choose any of them, I would have chosen a small guy. So probably would have gone for that evil hero guy. I would have probably tried and fight him. The guy didn't look all too dangerous, so yeah, I would have probably tried and gone for him. Then, realistically, who is KSI fighting next? I think, yeah, of course, as me and Ndjay were saying, everybody wants that Andrew Tate fight. That would be so sick. So yeah, I really hope that would be the next fight. I really hope he doesn't fight Gibb. That would be really weird. Tommy Fury, I don't know. So I think, yeah, realistically, it would be either Slim or Andrew Tate. Those two fights, for me, realistically, is what's going to happen next. Then, how much would you pay, potentially, for a fight? Of course, pay-per-view. So I think this time the pay-per-view for the Zone subscribers was £10, which is around 100 Hong Kong dollars and is around 14 francs, 12 francs or something. So I think I would pay. I think it depends who he's fighting. If he's fighting Andrew Tate, all my days, I think I would spend a good amount of money. I'd spend up to 30 francs for that. I would pay a lot of money to see KSI versus Andrew Tate for sure. But if he's just fighting Slim, then I don't know what I would do. Then I set myself, of course, the usual for the polar ups. Would you rather get punched in the face or get punched in the nuts 10 times in a row? And not going to lie, I think I would do the face. Because even though the face might get damaged from the nuts, like I still want to have kids at the end of the day, you know? So it would be pretty mental if I just... Yeah, no. The nuts are too... Brother. They get hit, it's game, fam. So yeah, for sure, the skull. And I think the skull can absorb. I mean, you see it in boxing fights. That's why they have like protectors for the nuts and not for the head. And another would you rather? Would you rather not show up to a fight and be a little beach, or go to a fight and get smoked? So basically, would you be Alex Wasabi or would you be Swarmz? I'm not gonna lie, I think I'd be Swarmz. Like, he did go in and he did get smoked, but at least everybody like acknowledges that he has balls and that he did it. And then finally, the last would you rather chat major shit all the time like Slim, or be low-key and unpredictable, such as Face Temper? And I think in this kind of case, it really depends. I think if I would get really nervous, I'd start chatting major waffle, like just be going off, and I would just be absolutely just like trying to gas myself up, making myself believe that I'm this guy. And then afterwards, if I'm more confident and I've trained enough for it and I've gone through all this training and hard work, then probably I become more quiet and be more low-key and try to be more unpredictable. So yeah, that was it for episode 11, I think. Episode 11, a special one for the KSI versus Swarmz and Pineda fight. Thank you very much for everybody listening in. Please leave us a rating on Spotify if you're listening, on Apple Podcast. Also, go follow us on all social medias, our Instagram, our TikTok that we now have, of course, as well. So go follow us on TikTok, go follow us Instagram, YouTube. Please check out our shorts on YouTube. I don't know what the algorithm is doing with us, but yeah, anyways, go have a look. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week in episode 12, where we will be having Mr. Adam back. Finally, the co-host will be returning, and we'll be checking in with how he's doing. So take care, guys. Have a good one, and peace. Ciao.